Okay, here we go with your first toss-up. A party is held every year in his honor, but he doesn't appear, probably because he died in 1926. For 10 points, name this noted escape artist whom...
West Seneca, Rob.
Houdini.
Houdini is correct. You have a 25-point bonus coming up, West Seneca West. West Virginia has a northern panhandle that extends between two states and an eastern panhandle that juts between two others. In total, West Virginia is bordered by 5 states. For 5 points apiece, name them.
I got Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia.
Yeah. I need to call for your answer.
Okay, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Ohio, Kentucky, and Virginia.
All 5 are correct, 25 points. Here's a 20-point bonus coming up in your toss-up, both teams. They developed the concept of zero some 1,000 years before the Europeans.
West Seneca, Jared.
Oh,
I'm sorry. 5-point penalty for West Seneca West, and I'll complete the question for Greece Arcadia. And their ancient calendars are still more precise than the Gregorian calendar used today. For 10 points, name this people of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula.
Arcadia, Allison.
Maya?
Mayas, that's correct. Here's your 20-point bonus, Greece Arcadia. While Bill Clinton dominated the news for much of the mid-1990s, the influential Clintons during the early years of the United States were DeWitt, George, and Henry. For 10 points apiece, which Clinton first was British commander-in-chief during the American Revolution?
George Clinton.
No, that was Henry. Second, was the first governor of New York State and then vice president of the U.S.
DeWitt.
No, that was George. Okay, we have a 25-point bonus in your toss-up. As a Christian Arab with a Jewish wife, he personified the United Nations concept that people of all kinds can peacefully coexist. For 10 points, identify this Egyptian diplomat who preceded Kofi Annan as Secretary General of the...
West Seneca, Rob.
Boutros Ghali.
That's correct. And you have a 25-point bonus coming up. Consider a two-dimensional graph with conventional x and y axes. For 10 points apiece, with a 5-point bonus for both, what geometric shape do you get if you plot these equations on that graph? First, y equals 2x plus 3.
Line.
Line is correct. Second, x squared plus y squared equals 9.
Circle.
Circle.
Circle is correct. You have 25 points. Here's a 30-point bonus coming up for grabs. And here's your toss-up, both teams. His set response when asked how his plays were doing was, some peter out and some pan out. For 10 points, who was this author punning on the name of his most successful play?
West Seneca, Norm.
Barry.
Barry is correct. And here's your 30-point bonus. Identify this city after 1 clue for 30 points, after 2 for 20, or after 3 for 10. First, at 7,000 feet above sea level, it is both the highest U.S. state capital and the oldest U.S. state capital.
Yeah. Montpellier.
Nope. Second, its Palace of the Governors, built by the Spanish in 1610, is the oldest public building in the U.S.
No.
I need to call for your answer, please.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe is correct. You have 20 of the 30-point bonus. 20-point bonus coming up for grabs, and here's your toss-up. Since 1780, the capital of Virginia has been Richmond. Immediately before that, for 10 points, it was what meticulously restored...
Arcadia, Brandon.
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg, that is right. And here's your 20-point bonus, Greece Arcadia. His 3 nominated screenplays were for Lifeboat, A Medal for Benny, and Viva Zapata. But none took home the Oscar. He did, however, win a 1962 Nobel Prize and a 1940 Pulitzer. For 20 points, who was this author of Tortilla Flat and Cannery Roll? Your answer, please?
Gerald Eggert.
Nope, John Steinbeck. John Steinbeck. 30-point bonus next, and here's your toss-up. These brothers were both prominent figures in the early days of the U.S. Navy. One helped capture Veracruz in 1847, and the other won the 1812 Battle of Lake Erie. For 10 points,
Arcadia, Brandon.
Who are the Perrys?
The Perrys is correct, yes. And you are now going for a 30-point bonus, Greece Arcadia. It was designed by city planners Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker and was built between 1912 and 1929 on the right bank of the Yamuna River. For 15 points apiece, first, name this capital of India.
New Delhi.
Right. And second, what city did New Delhi replace as capital of what was then British India?
Calcutta.
Calcutta. Good guess. So you have all 30 of the 30-point bonus. A 20-point bonus coming up for grabs next, and here is your toss-up, both teams. The tiny Fiumicino River was a lot more famous in ancient times when it marked the border between Italy and proper Gaul. For 10 points,
West Seneca, Rob.
France.
nope, that's a 5-point penalty for West Seneca West. I'll complete the question for Greece Arcadia. For 10 points, what was it called back when Julius Caesar marched across it?